These are the reasons why you feel like trash after talking to a narcissist. They do not argue like others. They do not fight fair. When you talk to a narcissist, something invisible happens. Something that leaves marks you cannot see but feel everywhere. You leave the room feeling drained, like someone reached inside and turned off your light. This is not exhaustion from debate. This is calculated extraction. A narcissist does not listen to understand. They listen to find weak spots. Every word you say becomes ammunition. Every vulnerability you share becomes leverage, and they store it all. For later use, the conversation always bends toward them, even when you start talking about your pain. Somehow it circles back to their suffering, to their story, to their needs, and you end up comforting the person who hurt you. This is the first cut, the silent theft of your emotional space, but the real damage runs deeper. They mirror your emotions without feeling them. They echo your words without meaning them, and in that false reflection, you lose your sense of what is real. You start questioning your own memory, your own perception, your own truth. Did they really say that? Or did you misunderstand? Were they cruel? Or are you too sensitive? The doubt becomes a cage. This is gaslighting. Not the dramatic kind from movies. The quiet kind. The one that rewrites your reality one conversation at a time. They say something hurtful. You react, and suddenly you are the problem. You are too emotional, too reactive, too dramatic. The original wound disappears. Now you are defending your right to feel hurt. And in that defense, you forget what hurt you in the first place. This is how they win, by making you fight yourself. After the conversation ends, your mind does not rest. It replays every sentence, searching for where you went wrong, what you should have said, how you could have explained better. But here is the truth you need to hear. No explanation would have worked. No words would have been enough, because they were never trying to understand you. They were trying to control you. A narcissist feeds on your emotional response. Your anger validates their victim story. Your tears prove their power. Your silence becomes their permission. They need you off balance, confused, questioning yourself, because a confident person is harder to manipulate, so they plant seeds of doubt. Small comments that seem innocent. Tiny criticisms wrapped in concern. Jokes that cut but hide behind humor. And these seeds grow in the dark, in the hours after the conversation, when you are alone with your thoughts, when their voice replays in your head. You feel like trash because they treated you like trash, but they did it so smoothly, you blamed yourself for feeling dirty. This is the signature move. The invisible wound. They never take responsibility. Every problem is your fault. Every issue is your sensitivity. Every conflict is your overreaction. And when you finally prove they were wrong, when you show evidence of their lie, when you catch them in contradiction, they do not apologize. They do not acknowledge. They shift. Suddenly, it was a joke. Or you misunderstood. Or they never said that. Or you are attacking them for no reason. The goalpost moves again and again, until you are too tired to chase it. This exhaustion is not weakness. This exhaustion is your nervous system screaming, warning you, telling you something is wrong. Your body knows what your mind tries to rationalize. After talking to them, you feel confused. Because confusion is the goal. Clarity is their enemy. When you see clearly, you see them, and they cannot allow that. So they fog the mirror. They muddied the water. They twist the narrative until you do not know which way is up. You feel small because they made you small. Every conversation is a slow erosion of your confidence, of your boundaries, of your sense of self. They do not destroy you with one blow. They do it drop by drop, conversation by conversation, until you look in the mirror and do not recognize yourself. The version of you that existed before them feels like a stranger. That person who laughed easily, who trusted their instincts, who did not second-guess every word. Where did that person go? Te-tu, piece by piece. In conversations that seemed normal, in interactions that felt off, but you could not explain why. This is the trap. The abuse is so subtle, you cannot point to it. So sophisticated, you doubt it happened. But your body remembers. The tightness in your chest, the knot in your stomach, the heaviness in your limbs. These are not random symptoms. This is trauma response. Your system trying to protect you from a threat it recognizes. Even when your mind makes excuses, your body tells the truth. You feel like trash after talking to them because that conversation was not communication. It was warfare, psychological warfare, where the weapons are words, and the battlefield is your mind. They do not want connection. They want control. They do not want understanding. They want supply. Your attention, your emotion, your energy, your validation. And when you stop providing it, when you go quiet, when you create distance, te-escalate, love bombing, rage, guilt trips, silent treatment, whatever works to pull you back in, because you are not a person to them. You are a function, a source, a mirror that reflects what they need to see. And when you refuse to reflect their false image, when you show them reality, they shatter you, instead of facing themselves. This is why you feel destroyed after talking to them. Because destruction is the point. Not physical, not obvious, but deep. Internal. The kind that makes you question if you are even worth saving. But here is what they never tell you. The emptiness you feel is not yours. It is theirs. You are just holding it for them. They project their void onto you. Their shame, their self-hatred, their hollowness. And you absorb it because you are empathetic, because you care, because you want to help. But you cannot fill a black hole. And you will destroy yourself trying. The trash feeling is your soul rejecting poison. It is not weakness. It is wisdom. Your inner self knows this person is toxic. It screams at you through emotions, through physical symptoms, through the unbearable heaviness that follows every interaction. Listen to that feeling. It is not confusion. It is clarity, trying to break through the fog they created. You are not crazy. You are not too sensitive. You are not the problem. You are a person trying to have a real conversation with someone who is performing a script, and the dissonance between those two realities is what tears you apart. They will never admit what they do, because admitting requires self-awareness, and self-awareness requires facing the emptiness inside them, the one they spend every moment running from. So they run toward you instead, and make you carry their darkness. But you do not have to carry it. The moment you understand this game, you stop playing. You do not need to win the argument. You do not need them to see your side. You do not need closure. You do not need their approval. You need distance. You need silence. You need your energy back. And the first step is recognizing why you feel this way. Not because you are broken, but because you encountered someone who breaks people. That trash feeling is not your identity. It is their residue. And residue can be washed away. You were never the problem. You were the target. And now you know the difference. The narcissists need you confused to stay powerful. But confusion ends when you name the game. They cannot survive in the light of your awareness. So let them fade while you rebuild. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel. It motivates me to create 2 videos every day. I am counting on your support. See you in the next video.